In the vast expanse of human history, few stories captivate the imagination as much as the tale of Noah's Ark. This ancient narrative, preserved in the pages of the Bible, has been the subject of countless debates, explorations, and scientific investigations. The question of where the Ark ultimately came to rest has been a topic of fascination for centuries, with scholars and enthusiasts alike seeking to unravel the mysteries surrounding this iconic event. The biblical account of the flood is found in the book of Genesis, the first book of the Old Testament. According to the scripture, God, grieved by the wickedness of humanity, decided to cleanse the earth with a great flood. Noah, a righteous man in the eyes of the Lord, was instructed to build an ark to preserve himself, his family, and a pair of every living creature. After 40 days and 40 nights of relentless rain, the ark came to rest upon the mountains of Ararat. The Bible provides some clues as to the location of this final resting place, stating that the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. This has led many to focus their search on the region of modern-day Turkey, where the imposing peak of Mount Ararat stands as a dominant feature of the landscape. However, the precise location of the ark's landing has been the subject of much debate and speculation over the centuries. One of the earliest recorded expeditions to search for the ark's remains was led by the 19th century British explorer James Bryce. In 1876, Bryce visited the region of Mount Ararat and claimed to have spotted the outline of a large, wooden structure high on the mountain slopes. While his report generated considerable interest, the evidence he provided was ultimately deemed inconclusive, and the search continued. In the 20th century, the quest for the ark's resting place intensified, with numerous expeditions and investigations being carried out by both religious and scientific communities. One of the most notable was the 1970 expedition led by the Turkish government and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. This team used sophisticated aerial photography and surveying techniques to scour the slopes of Mount Ararat, but their efforts failed to uncover any conclusive evidence of the ark's presence. Despite these setbacks, the search for Noah's Ark has persisted, with various individuals and organizations continuing to explore the region and propose alternative theories. Some have suggested that the Ark may have come to rest in other mountainous areas, such as the Zagros Mountains in Iran or the Jarupna site in Turkey, where a large, boat-shaped formation has been the subject of intense debate and investigation. One of the most prominent figures in the modern search for Noah's Ark is the American Christian explorer and author, Ron Wyatt. In the 1970s, Wyatt claimed to have discovered the Ark's remains on a mountain in eastern Turkey, near the border with Iran. He presented various artifacts and geological evidence to support his claim, including the apparent remains of wooden beams and the discovery of a large, boat-shaped structure. While Wyatt's findings have generated significant interest and debate within the religious and scientific communities, they have also been met with a great deal of skepticism. Many experts have questioned the validity of his methods and the interpretation of the evidence, arguing that the ark he discovered may be a natural geological formation or the remnant of an ancient structure unrelated to the biblical account. Another theory that has gained traction in recent years is the idea that the ark may have come to rest in a different location altogether, perhaps even outside the traditional search area of Mount Ararat and its surrounding regions. Some researchers have proposed that the ark may have landed in the mountains of northern Iraq or even in the Zagros Mountains of Iran, based on their analysis of the biblical text and various historical and archaeological clues. One such theory, put forth by the researcher and author, Andrew Jones, suggests that the ark may have come to rest in the Kudi Dağ mountain range in southeastern Turkey, near the border with Iraq. Jones argues that the biblical description of the ark's final resting place, which refers to the mountains of Ararat, may not necessarily be referring to the specific peak of Mount Ararat, but rather a broader mountain range in the region. According to Jones' interpretation, the Kudi Dağ mountains, which are situated within the traditional Ararat region, offer a more plausible location for the ark's landing. He points to the presence of ancient religious and cultural traditions in the area that may be connected to the biblical story, as well as the region's geological and topographical features, which he believes are more consistent with the biblical account. The search for Noah's Ark has also been influenced by the ongoing debate over the historical and scientific validity of the biblical flood narrative. While many believers in the Judeo-Christian tradition accept the flood story as a literal, historical event, others have argued that it is more likely a symbolic or mythological tale, reflecting the ancient Near Eastern cultural and religious beliefs of the time. Proponents of the literal interpretation have sought to find physical evidence to support the biblical account, while those who view the flood as a metaphorical or symbolic story have focused on reconciling the narrative with modern scientific understanding of the Earth's geological and paleontological history. One of the key points of contention in this debate is the question of the ark's size and the feasibility of accommodating all the various species of animals on board. The biblical text describes the ark as being approximately 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high, which some scholars have argued would have been too small to house the vast array of creatures mentioned in the story. However, other researchers have countered that the ark's dimensions, while impressive, would have been sufficient to house the necessary animals, especially if the biblical account is interpreted as referring to broader kinds of animals rather than individual species. They have also proposed that the ark may have been equipped with multiple decks or levels, further increasing its capacity. The search for Noah's Ark has also been shaped by the ongoing advancements in scientific and technological capabilities. Modern satellite imagery, remote sensing technologies, and archaeological techniques have enabled researchers to explore the region in greater detail and with greater precision than ever before. In recent years, several expeditions have utilized these cutting-edge tools to scan the slopes of Mount Ararat and the surrounding areas, searching for any evidence that could corroborate the biblical account. While some of these efforts have produced intriguing findings, such as the discovery of unusual geological formations or the identification of potential man-made structures, the ultimate confirmation of the ark's location remains elusive. Despite the challenges and controversies that have surrounded the search for Noah's Ark, the pursuit continues to captivate the imagination of believers and non-believers alike. The enduring fascination with this ancient story reflects the deep-seated human desire to connect with our past, to uncover the mysteries of our shared heritage, and to reconcile the accounts of our sacred texts with the ever-evolving scientific understanding of the world. As the search for Noah's Ark continues, it is important to maintain a balanced and open-minded approach, one that considers the various perspectives and interpretations that have emerged over time. Whether the ark's final resting place is ultimately discovered or remains shrouded in mystery, the quest to understand this pivotal moment in human history will undoubtedly continue to inspire and captivate generations to come. In the end, the story of Noah's Ark serves as a powerful reminder of the enduring power of faith, the resilience of the human spirit, and the ongoing quest to reconcile the known with the unknown. As we continue to explore the depths of this ancient tale, we may well uncover not only the physical remnants of the ark, but also the deeper truths that it represents, truths that have the potential to shape our understanding of ourselves, our world, and our place within the grand tapestry of human existence.